What about like intermittent fasting? That's the other big one.
Well,
when do you think that should be used?
Well, I think fasting should be depending
Because I get asked that all the time. Like guys are like, "Hey, should I do IF?" And I'm just like, I think you should just eat protein with every meal and like eat right when you wake up and like because like.
Well, it's gonna depend if you have to like. Are you trying to get lean or are you trying to lose weight? Right. If you're trying to get lean, having protein before you do like for first meal of the day, have your protein, then you go to the gym and do that. That'll be fine. But if you're trying to lose weight, then obviously on an empty stomach is the best thing because you're trying to cut the calories, right? So that's the best. That's the only reason why intermittent fasting would be.
If you're trying to get big, just bad idea.
No, yeah. If you're trying to get big, do cardio after you weight train. That's our standard. Do a 10-15 minute warm up. Train your ass off, go as heavy as you can. Then after that, you do fat burning. Your body is already depleted, so everything else, your glycogen stores are depleted. So when you do that half-hour cardio afterwards, you're training, you're pure fat burning for 30 minutes. Instead of trying to burn fat by doing cardio, doing an hour of cardio. When you actually do an hour of cardio, it takes 20 minutes for you to dip into fat stores before you even burn fat. So really, you're only doing 40 minutes of fat burning. So by training hard first and then doing that, you're actually going to put on muscle and be leaner.
What's your opinion on like fasted cardio in the mornings?
Fasted cardio again works great if you're trying to get lean, trying to get shredded, or if you're trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
Right. So if they're lean like me, hell no, I can't do fasted cardio.
Like if you're trying to do that, like would you recommend like having like eating before bed if you're going to do fasted cardio, or no for like a couple hours?
Well, technically with fasted cardio, they want you to be fasted for 16 hours.
Oh.
So basically, what's your last meal is going to be.
You have to like stop eating before like fucking 8 hours before you go to sleep if you get 8 hours sleep, which you should be getting 8 hours.
Yeah, so usually with the fasted cardio and stuff, you can only maximize maybe 4 meals in, all right? Because like, you only have that 8-hour window of eating, and then the rest of the time you're not eating. So if you eat every 2 hours, you might get it, but if you can't, then you're lucky to get 3 meals in, right? But that's okay if you're on a keto diet anyways, because you actually want to have higher calories per meal. So if you can eat 800 calories per meal to 1,000 calories, then you're going to be sitting at 2,400 to 3,000 calories, which is fine if you can get that amount of calories in, right? So that's the only thing is like having the fasted cardio, sometimes you don't get the proper calories in. So that's also why it works. It's because you're actually not getting many calories in, right? In that short period of time that you can eat. Right, so if you're cramming like 3,500 calories in that 8 hours, but you used to do it over a daytime, it's going to be a lot difficult for your body to assimilate everything and do that. So,
cool. Well, I think that's some good fucking diet info. I can't think of any other buzzwords right now. I think that about covers everything. Like if someone wants to lose, actually let's begin with that. If someone wants to put on muscle, can they just pretty much eat whatever they want, almost, or it depends on if you're already kind of fat, or like what's your opinion?
Well, I guess it comes to personal preference. If you're a football player and you just want to get big, that's what they need to do. They don't really need to be lean because you need that density and mass. Then they can eat whatever you want and just train like a madman. But if you're actually trying to be a so-called bodybuilder or a physique artist, you need to have proper muscle balance. You have to have symmetry. You have to proper leanness. You have to have vascularity. So you can't just eat whatever the hell you want because you got to feed your body with proper nutrients. Because if you just keep feeding it full of carbs, you're not going to actually lose the proper amount of body fat to see what you actually have under there, right? So you got to make sure you get the proper nutrients in to see what you actually have as a basic building block.
Like if you're trying to put on like a lot of muscle, like how much protein per day do you recommend?
2 to 3 grams per pound of body weight. Yeah.
2 to 3 grams?
2 to 3. I'd say at least 2 if you're actually getting a lot of carbs in. If you're not getting a lot of carbs in, then you got to get 3 because you got to need.
Because I've heard a lot of people go like way lower than that, like, and then like their whole thing is that your body can't process all that protein and that's wasted. Like, what's your opinion on that?
It all depends. Like when it comes down to protein, how much are you eating at one sitting and what kind of protein is it first? Are you actually combining a couple proteins together, right? If you're combining proteins together, one's going to be assimilated faster than the other one because it won't get all digested at once. But if you have a heavy protein, then it's going to sit there. That's why it's good to mix proteins or even add a protein shake to it afterwards. If you can only eat 30 or 40 grams and you want to make up the extra protein, drink it. because that will assimilate first. That will get digested in your digestive tract. Then your carbs will get done. Then your protein will slowly be released after that. So this way it'll be a 3-step process, which will almost be better than just having a one thing eating and everything. It's just going to be try to digest it once.
And how many meals a day? Like, do you do like 5 to 6 usually? Or?
Well, at least 5 times a day.
Like, you wake up in the middle of the night.
I get up in the middle of the
too.
night every couple hours because, you know, for me it's just.
You're just trained to do that now. You just wake up, you know.
And yeah, so some people are different, right? They can sleep all through the
So you
night.
just like kind of like wake up out of bed and just like chug a shake.
My body wakes
pass
me up.
out.
My body wakes me up in the middle of the night. I get hypoglycemic, so after a couple hours, my body actually it's like.
And like, what do you drink? Just like protein shake with milk or what?
No, actually, I don't really drink much protein shakes. I like to eat my protein.
Yeah.
So I'll have like protein next to my bed, and then I'll drink I like to drink my carbs. I drink my carbs, beer, freaking ginger ale, that kind of stuff. But I like to eat my protein. I don't like drinking protein. Protein's giving me bad gas, protein powder.
Yeah,
so when I eat protein, I just feel better.
I pretty much have to mix mine with like real food, like banana and spinach, or it just like wreaks havoc on my digestive tract.
You gotta turn it into a freaking food product.
Yeah, it has to be like bio like available.
Well, that's the thing. You want to slow it down. The problem with protein powders is your body doesn't actually
Just
continue work.
runs right through.
Yeah, it goes right through your small intestine and then it gets absorbed. So what the food actually has a process. So when you actually, my clients are dying, never have a protein powder, never, because it just makes them hold water and then it slows down their metabolism. That's why them eating is most important.
Well, and eventually too, like your body like builds immunities to things. Like I remember I was drinking protein all the time, and eventually my body was just like, dude, I can't take this anymore. And I had to go off for like 2 years, and that's when you got me on the tuna shakes. I'm sure a lot of people would find that absolutely
Tuna shakes,
disgusting.
guys, try that.
Yeah, I'll fucking make my hot ball. I'll fucking record
It's
it.
better than the raw eggs and grapefruit juice.
It's like 89 cents for a can of tuna, which is like 35 grams of protein,
Yeah.
right? And then you fucking just put that in, add some water, salt and pepper, and then a lemon.
Yeah.
I pretty much drank that for...
Tabasco sauce.
Yeah, I didn't do that, but I drank it for 2 years every morning, and then I started to chug the egg whites, too, like a cup of egg whites. And I was fine for a while, and then like after about a year of drinking egg whites every morning, eventually it was just like the worst farts you've ever smelled, like room clearing. So I did definitely...
The sulfur in the eggs, man.
I was putting them in my protein shake, and like I was murdering people in real life with that shit. I couldn't even take it anymore. Like at first it was funny, and eventually I was like, "That's
Dude,
it."
I couldn't stand myself either. That's why I stopped doing it.
So yeah, careful with the egg whites, but they do work. Fucking egg whites in a protein shake. That'll open up the floodgates. Dude.
Oh yeah, it's like, dude. Actually, I haven't tried mixing the egg whites with tuna. I wonder if that would work.
I tried it. It's horrible. It's one of the grossest things I've ever tasted.
Maybe if they're hard-boiled eggs and you put the egg whites in, and then maybe it might be better. I don't think it's the raw eggs that just does it bad.
I mixed the raw eggs with the tuna one day, and it was a bad mistake.
I think we would try that. Actually,
Yeah,
we'll try hard-boiled eggs and then mix them with the tuna.
That might not be as
Yeah, I
bad.
think that might be actually better.
Yeah. That still sounds kind of fucking gross.
Still, but we're gonna try it, dude. Okay, for summertime, we're gonna do some fucking.
We'll just start
protein
blending
shakes.
some weird things.
Yeah,
together.
we are. We're gonna blend in, and we're gonna have some weird things for
Man
you guys to
versus
just eat.
food.
Trust me, okay? We're gonna do some weird combinations for you guys, and it's gonna be awesome because you know what? Pele's fat pork.
It says pork at the bottom.
It says pork. It says pork. See, we love pork.